Hey guys, how's it going? How many dogs can you fit inside of a Honda Element? That's the question of the day. The answer is at least 3 large dogs, but, well, they're not all large. Anyway, so back here we have 2 Cane Corsos. We have Con and Amina, and Shantz, the Anatolian, who is the rescue that I got in like a month ago, I think. We are heading down to our local Tractor Supply to check out their veterinary clinic. So this clinic, they offer, I don't know in other parts of the country, but here we're really rural. They come one Saturday a month for an hour and a half, so not very long, and do tons and tons of different things. Like, I'm shocked all the services that they provide. They're Shantz. But we're going to go today to just do rabies. Everything else I do at home as far as vaccinations go, but rabies, in order for it to be legally recognized, you have to have it done by a vet. So that's what we're going to go to do today. So I love the Element because it's really roomy. Like, there's tons of room back here on this thing. And they're just loose in the back. Everybody gets along. And I do have, it doesn't get much more ghetto than this. People are gonna love this. It's a wood pallet that I've cut to fit the dimensions of what it needs to be in the back. And it is secured, and that is what is keeping them in the back and me in the front. So I could order, like a grill partition like police officers use, but why do that when I have perfectly good pallets in my yard and I can just do this for free? So let's go and see how this goes. I did pre-register. That is an option that they give. It's not necessarily an appointment, though, they said, but you can pre-register. So I did that. And then from there, I guess you just show up, and when it's your turn, they kind of call you up. I don't know, y'all. Come on with us. I'm bringing Jordan with for a helper because I absolutely I can't do it by myself. Let's see how it goes. All right, guys, we are at Tractor Supply. We have like 9 minutes until this is supposed to start. I do see at least one other dog in the parking lot, so I guess we'll see how this goes. Okay, so I got a text message saying, we're ready, whatever. So I went in and actually talked to, she's probably like a vet tech, and just explained the situation to her, that I have 2 Cane Corsos and an Anatolian in the car, because it's packed with dogs in there, barking, like howling. It's crazy. My dogs are not gonna be okay with just hanging out with a bunch of dogs on retractable leashes running amok. That's not gonna happen. So I asked if maybe they could come to the car and do the shots. She said no, for safety purposes. So Jordan's going inside the store. She is going to hold my place in line. And then when it's her turn, when it's our turn, she's going to come tell me. I will then grab a dog and go in. I'm not going to lie, I'm really anxious about this. This makes me very nervous. Because they're packed like little sardines in there, these dogs, and mine are good, but not for that kind of a thing. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Hey guys, all right, it's done. We did it. So let's talk about how it went. So it was an experience. So right away when I got there and, told them the breeds I had, and requested if there was a way to kind of keep them away from everybody else, which they did try to accommodate that. They blocked off an area with a cart so that it was just me in the line, kind of away from everybody else. And then, you know, there were people that would come up behind us and stuff, but like they did the best that they could. And then they call you in and you go in, and I was shocked at the number of dogs that were there. Jordan, how many dogs do you think were there total?
10 in line, 20 total.
Yeah, probably 20 at least. Like, it was crazy. It was busy, which is really, really good. But they moved quick, which was the only kind of complaint I had. And it's not a complaint because it's not their fault. But like, you can tell they're not used to dealing with certain breeds of dogs. So like there was no like, let's slowly walk up, smell the back of my hand. Like, they just like on the dog. Like, you walked in and it was like the vet and a helper just like took over and like manhandled the dogs. That was not ideal. My dogs were not a fan because neither one are breeds of dogs that you can do that with. So that was kind of but I wasn't going to be like, let's slow down, especially with Chance, who like has zero socialization, and being a rescue that's like terrified of life. So for her especially, she was like, holy hell, Chicken Little, the sky's falling. But again, not their fault. It's just how I think they're probably in a hurry and have to keep the queue moving along too. So, but having 3, yeah, my hands were full. Thank God for Jordan, but I was still like frazzled and stressed, and was still a lot of running back and forth. But overall, it was all right. So for 3 dogs, the total came to, I think, $126, I believe, what it was for. They each had a rabies vaccine, and that was it. The vet got their temp and listened to heart and lungs. I think that was just more to make sure the dog was healthy before it got the vaccines. And yeah, overall good. Not impressed with the behavior of my dogs. Like, I wanted to choke them all out, but like, the socialization that I do with them isn't involving other dogs. So that, I guess, maybe is on me too. When we socialize, we're like going into stores or going on walks or whatever, and there's not other dogs there. So I don't know. And this was like a lot of dogs in a really cramped space, a really tight space. So I don't know, maybe I was expecting too much too. Like, they weren't like lunging and trying to attack anybody. Chance was terrified. She was nervous. That's fine. Amina, our 5-month-old Cane Corso, she just, like she always does, walks in and announces herself and is like, hey, y'all, who wants to fight me? Let's go. So her little mouth was going the whole time. And she's not usually a barker, but she was today. Con was just very on point, guardy because of the situation. Didn't bark at anybody, didn't like try to attack anybody, anything like that, but pulling more than I would like him to pull. So things that we need to work on. So overall, good experience. Next month, I'll probably try her again with just try to get everybody caught up on the rabies vaccine. It's a cheap way. I'm not going to say an easy way to do it, but definitely more cost effective. And yeah, that's all I got, guys.